Hey there, YouTube. How you doing today? Everybody out there ready for the weekend? Well, for me, this is the first weekend without any college football, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to get into this weekend, but if the weather stays decent, I hope to get outside a little bit. But today we're going to finish the week off talking about raw vegan meal planning for success. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you go down there and hit that subscribe button now. Then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. I'm glad people seem to be enjoying the shorts on here. I hadn't done any before, and I decided to dabble with a few this week. And I like that format because you can just do something, just a little bit quicker, not so long form. But anyhow, hopefully more of those to come, sharing some information with you. But this one, raw vegan meal planning. First off, I don't plan my meals. Well, I don't normally plan my meals. Although a lot of times the day before as I'm going to bed, I kind of know what I'll be having the next day. But simplest advice in the world for people that are struggling out there, or people that and also too, let me just mention, it doesn't matter if you're raw. This whatever I'm talking about here could be used if you're partially raw, high raw, low raw, or just whole food plant-based. It's just about planning and having certain things in the house. So I'll just get it out of the way, because you've probably, people that watch my channel regularly have heard me say this over a million times. Change your atmosphere in the house. Get rid of the bad stuff. Put a lot of good stuff here. When you see this particular angle here, I'm looking over at my table where I keep a bunch of my fruit and other things. See, I got stuff on hand all the time. Right over there, I've probably got 80 so bananas right now. I got some mangoes. I got everything over there I need. I go shopping, I buy my heads of lettuce. So let's take today for an example, even though I don't meal plan to make this lifestyle work. That's something too. I'm just a quick side note there. I was thinking about that before I did this video. So I talk about and I make all these videos, but I don't really know how to tell you to work your way through and make this lifestyle work. I just started eating raw vegan. I had lived a wild life. I had drank a lot. I had eaten a lot of garbage. I was worried about the potential for the future, and I stumbled across a raw vegan diet, and I just started doing it. Now, as I say that, don't be like, no, I'm not some sort of enlightened being. I made a lot of mistakes. I had a lot to learn along the way, and I look back on those first couple of years, and I don't eat anywhere close to how I eat then. But long story short, your environment. Get rid of all the bad stuff in the house and keep good stuff in the house. Sure, you can hop in your car and go out if you get some sort of crazy craving. Yeah, you can always hop in your car and go right down to the store in most places, especially if you're here in North America. But you're less likely to eat certain things if you have to actually go put some effort. In other words, you're sitting around at night, maybe you do have a craving for something, but if it's not in the house, are you really going to leave the house at 8 o'clock at night and go blah, blah, blah? But so clean up your environment. Next plan is just plan out the day, one day at a time. If you first need to go get said stuff for your house, think about kind of the things that you have for your meals. Do you have plenty of stuff to make salads with? Do you have plenty of stuff to make smoothies with? Do you have bananas? Do you have stuff for an ice cream? I'm just kind of going over my mental checklist because these are the things I eat. But like I had a little video clip I was shooting with a recipe for Instagram today. So I knew yesterday that I wanted to do that today. So my lunch was planned out. I was going to have a salad with this dressing that I was going to make a video about. All right. I also have some mangoes I had a ripe mango this morning. I've got some more that are ripening. And I had frozen bananas, so I knew yesterday afternoon. I said, I haven't had an acai bowl in a week or so. I'm gonna have an acai bowl. So boom, that's what I did. Got up this morning, ate an acai bowl, cut up some fruit and put some fruit on top of it, put some walnuts, put some coconut, because I had all those things. I basically knew how I was going to create that acai bowl long before I did it. Same thing with the salad. I keep my things around here. I keep my things on hand, even down to I always have a container in the refrigerator. You've seen me show you when I do my what I ate today videos of chopped broccoli and chopped purple cabbage that I chop up in my food processor. I keep my toppings in the refrigerator. So boom, right there, good to go. Now after I do this video, I'm gonna go out to the park for a little while, walk, talk to the squirrels, do the crazy things I do. And when I come back, I'm gonna finish the day with a little green smoothie. Got my bananas, got my kale. So for me, and like I do tend to eat kind of very similar all the time. I just mix up, some of the ingredients that I put in there. So for me, it's always crucial to have lettuce around the house. It's crucial to have kale around the house. It's crucial to have bananas around the house. It's crucial to have hemp seeds around because I use those in a lot of salad dressings as well as dates. You start to get the point. You just keep the things around that you want to be eating, and you just eat those things over and over and over. So right now you're listening to this video and you're like, okay, maybe you're one of the people that says, yeah, that makes a little bit of sense. I will give it a try. So that's what you do today, this afternoon. Maybe you clear out some of the bad stuff out of your house, or maybe you just go shop. Maybe you go shop. Maybe you think about what I want to eat the next few days in the bigger sense, not necessarily a meal plan for tomorrow. And you go buy stuff. You go buy lettuce. You go buy whatever the things are that you're going to eat. Then when you get home, you've got all the things in your house. And I would say if you're having a problem sticking to eating like this, just do one day at a time. I know it's a cliche, but just do one day at a time. Tonight, when you've got all the food you need in the house, you sit here and you say, when I get up in the morning, this is what I'm going to eat for breakfast. This is what I'm going to eat for lunch. This is what I'm going to eat for dinner. If you're having snacks in between, or if you're not even doing meals, like, a lot of times when I say breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm just eating throughout the day. I sit in my chair, I sit out on the deck. So there's really no lunch, breakfast, dinner thing to it. It's just the times of the day I eat. But everybody's a little bit different on that. And just to talk about it, it's easy to put it in those three meals and whatever snacks you might have in there. So plan that out. Write it down. That actually makes it, you can plan it in your head, but when it's actually written down, somehow that always makes it a little bit more serious. So if you need to do that, just write it down. You write down tomorrow we'll pretend this is Sunday because most people start things on a Monday. This is Sunday, and you're writing down somewhere in a notebook, if you have it, a food journal, however you want to do it. Okay, this is what I'm eating, and you write down breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, or however you structure yours. And you just do it. You make up the next morning, you don't even think about it. You've already got it planned out. It's not like that willy-nilly I wake up and I'm like, what do I want today? You've already decided. So you just get up, whatever time you eat your breakfast or you eat your first meal of the day, you just go into the kitchen just like, why wouldn't I do this? And you make your breakfast. You have your mid-morning snack or however you're going to eat, then you make your lunch, then you make your dinner. You just do it. It is not rocket science. But once again, like I say, I had a real reason for doing this. I'm a bit of a baby. I don't like being sick. I don't like pain. I don't do well with any of that. So, like I say, 10 years ago, I was starting to get that just real moment of like, clarity. Like, dude, you're going to have to pay for all this bad living you've been doing. So, like I said, once it made sense to me, and if like I say, I'm not here to say, oh, I have all the answers or whatever. The diet has to make sense to you. Whatever you're doing, whether it's eating, whatever in life, it has to make sense to you. If it doesn't make sense to you, it doesn't matter whether I'm telling you to do this or even somebody telling you to do opposite, whether it's carnivores or whole food plant-based people or whatever. It really just has to make sense to you for your purpose. So anyhow, if you're struggling, if you're a beginner, it's a great way to start off. You don't have to do it forever. If you see that like you kind of take to this immediately, you can let it go. But if you're a beginner or if you've been struggling, I highly advise that. That is just like a basic, simple method to kind of keep you on track. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this message today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Have a beautiful weekend, and if I don't do a video this weekend, I'll see you on Monday. Peace.